No, man, I think you're wrong. I think the biggest thing is down the stretch.
What,
like
you
in
go on
clutch
ESPN
time, you
and
saw
now
the
you're
Bulls
an
game.
expert?
What?
I mean, come on.
Why would you
Just
even
'cause
bring
you're on
that up?
ESPN
That has
doesn't
nothing to
mean
do with
that now.
anything.
I heard what they
Do
say.
not,
All of a
that's
sudden,
a fine
I know
program.
everything
What
about
are
the
you
Lakers
jealous?
basketball. I
Are
have
you
every
somehow
solution.
jealous?
I mean,
It's Voice of Nation Fast Break on STNTV. He's Jason Rowley. I'm David Brickley. Gave you the opportunity to win a Lakers bracelet last week. The winner, Jason, Viet B-Ball Skater, for saying Jason Rowley is annoying.
oh, come on.
But I want that bracelet.
I'm sure you had absolutely
job.
nothing to do with
No,
that.
absolutely
You know
not.
what's annoying is that name. I mean, how many things about yourself are you going to pack into a
I have to
username?
agree
Come
with
on.
that. But this show as well will give you the opportunity to win a Lakers bracelet. Details on that on the end of the program. All right, so Jason, if you're the owner, let's say right now Jerry Buss decides to sell the franchise because he's over it, and you buy the franchise today, what is your first order of business tomorrow?
I think it's real simple. Here's what I'm doing. I'm grabbing the two guys that can bring me to the promised land, which is ultimately the only thing that matters around Lakerland.
Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan?
Yeah, no, actually, Kobe Bryant and Dwight Howard. Okay. I grab both of them, I bring them into my office, I lock the door, and I say, whatever exists between you guys, whatever the problem is that you guys can't seem to pull this Lakers team into contention in the Western Conference needs to be resolved right now, and let's move forward out of this meeting.
So you're
That's
saying
exactly
that this is a Kobe Dwight? It's kind of like a Kobe Shaq feud? Because even when Kobe and Shaq weren't getting along, they won championships together.
Tell me how
so
Kobe Bryant
Kobe
and Dwight Howard playing together on the same roster at the same time can't get the Lakers out of this hole they've been in.
So for this Jason Rowley meeting where you call your employers Kobe and Dwight in, and you say, guys, what's wrong? You know what he's going to say? They're both going to say Mike D'Antoni. I threw this out to Laker Nation on Facebook. 90% of fans, they don't want to trade Pau Gasol. They don't want to trade Dwight Howard. They don't want to be patient. They want a can D'Antoni. I understand that you have like 14 coaches on the payroll for the next 20 years, but at this moment, D'Antoni's system, the guy does not succeed unless all the pieces of the puzzle fit his system, and I think only Jody Meeks probably fits his system the right way.
Or you and I, David, or you and I.
Jeez.
It doesn't make any sense to me because D'Antoni, he's got to look at this roster. He's a smart guy and say, none of this works. So you go back to the drawing board. You're an intelligent basketball mind. You've been a coach for years. You should be able to look at this objectively and say, these are the adjustments I need to make the guys on this roster be in positions to be successful. D'Antoni has too much pride. He's got too much stubbornness to do that, and that's why the Lakers are going to struggle.
New York had Danilo Gallinari, and that was perfect for his system. They traded him for Melo, and he just wouldn't change his system. Once Mike Woodson takes over, they play great. So that's exactly what's going on. But this is what I'll say. I don't want to be dramatic, and people are going to think I am.
You are.
This Laker team right now, I mean, this is tied for the second worst start since the NBA-ABA merger in franchise history. This is the biggest collapse in sports history, in my opinion.
Yeah,
when you look on paper, this roster on paper, you talk about these four guys being 4 future Hall of Famers and a $100 million roster. Name a team, name another situation in sports where they failed this much, where they're not even going to make the top 8 in their conference.
It's a rare occasion on this show, and we both agree on the same thing. And I absolutely agree with you because you can throw out a bunch of names and a bunch of situations in a lot of sports where teams collapsed. But the difference is this Lakers team, they're collapsing before they even get to the playoffs. A lot of teams, they collapse in the playoffs. So they collapse in the Super Bowl or in the finals.
Yeah, exactly.
This Lakers team with 4 future Hall of Famers can't even get themselves beyond 11th or 12th or 13th in the playoffs in the Western Conference. They're as close to the bottom of the Western Conference as they are to the 8th seed. It's unbelievable.
And it just doesn't seem, I mean, Kobe's saying things have to change, get back to basics. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. This is a very rare occasion for all Laker fans. It would be different if it was a rebuilding process and Dwight Howard was the only star on the team and you realize you're going to get draft picks. I mean, even if they get the lottery, they don't even have a draft pick. They already traded those away. Their future right now, wow. I mean, it's speechless. Laker fans walk by each other at work around the water cooler, and they're just there's nothing to say. Everybody's in shock. Everybody's stunned in LA.
And I feel the same way. It's like I watch these games, and it's just like every week, how is this possible? Look at the guys on the floor and look at the guys who are beating them, and it doesn't make sense. There's not a single person out there preseason who would have ever imagined that this Lakers team would not be at least top 3 in the Western Conference. Right now, they're buried, and it's unbelievable, and I have no answer for it.
Again, I'm just saying, I know you got like 47 coaches on the payroll right now, but I think it's time to get rid of D'Antoni. I think he's proven that he cannot get the job done. All right, guys, so we want to ask you, if you were given the keys to the franchise today, what's your first order of business tomorrow as owner of the Lakers? Make sure to comment below. If you subscribe and like the channel as well, give you an opportunity to win a Lakers bracelet, just like your boy, Viet B-Ball Skater, Jason.
Your boy.
He did a great job. This is STNTV, Jason Rowley, David Brickley.
Yes, championship anyway.
That's a statement.
Number 4, Michael Jordan. Everyone's always said he might make a comeback at 50 years old. Next month, Michael Jordan turns 50, and reports out of Charlotte are saying this dude has been balling.